TheFagBreak by Stephen Lee Rees. Episode 8, Arguments, in which Sara's reading horoscopes, Sylvia and Sandra are feuding, and Little Pam's finally having it out.
Pisces. Oh, here it is, Pisces. You'll be urged to speak your mind today, but it may be necessary in order to break the tension. Ooh. Laughter is key to regain harmony in the workplace. Ooh.
I wonder what you'll be saying once you've stopped sucking all the Maltesers.
Oh, I'm not a Pisces. I was reading it for you.
Oh, Sara, that's so sweet of you. But I'm a Virgo, so that meant nothing to me.
Oh, Virgo.
It's Angie that's the slippery fish.
Oh, here it is, Virgo. You'll be tempted to get drawn in to arguments today. Try to resist and look towards the bigger picture.
See, Sara, they're all a bit samey. That's the exact same message as Pisces, but just with different fluffy words.
Oh, it goes on. Someone your heart desires might judge you for it.
I thought you understood tarot and star signs.
I do.
Then you'd understand that Virgos do the judging.
I'm just saying, if Darren catches you in an argument...
What do I care if Darren catches me in an argument?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, don't.
Hello, one and all. I sprang out of bed this morning, not a care in the world. Pulled back the curtains and let that sun shine through. It's going to be a lovely day today. I can feel it. How are you both? Cheery, I hope?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to know what your horoscope predicts for today?
Oh, good God, no. I'm not into all that hocus pocus. It's all the same stuff, just reworded for each sign.
That's what you said, isn't it?
Yep.
Sara, I prefer to embrace the world with a spring in my step and joy in my heart. But I can do that because I'm so in love.
Aww, I love it when people are in love. It makes me tingle in all my soft tingly places.
Not to rub too much salt in the wounds, Tina, but I hear wedding bells are on the horizon.
Are you getting married, Tina?
Tina getting married? Oh, Sara, what are you like? Starting the day off with a joke. I'm talking about a serious relationship upgrade here. Robert and I have been in talks, so I'm just itching for him to pop the question, and I think today is going to be the day. I can feel it.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait.
It's okay, Tina. I know you're probably not in the best mindset right now to congratulate me.
What am I congratulating you on?
My proposed engagement. Though I can see that it could trigger you.
Oh, yeah. What, with Daz and Maz?
I'm not triggered.
It's okay, Tina. I'll keep myself contained so I don't trigger you.
I'm not triggered.
Bless. Now then, Sara, how would you like to lend your new general manager a cigarette?
General manager?
Whoopsie! There I go again with my Freudian slips. I'm sure you won't know what that means, Sara, but allow it to go right over your head. General manager, maybe in the future, perhaps in a year's time, but for now, I'm the assistant general manager. So, cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't smoke.
Oh. Tina, you'll have one spare, no doubt.
No.
Oh, yes, well, here we are then.
I suppose you best go back in then.
Oh, I suppose I can always wait. So, I love being promoted, Sara. It's such a good feeling knowing that you're excelling at what you're doing. Don't you think? Oh, sorry, Tina. I forgot you've not had your interview yet.
No, I haven't.
I think Mr. Ratcliffe took one look at me and instantly recognised my skills. Some people take longer in convincing an employer that they're suitable. Oh, I'm sorry, Tina. That sounded so nasty and it wasn't at all meant to be. You know, Sara, My life has improved impeccably since my promotion, which I'm very humble about.
In what way has it improved?
For a start, my sex life is through the roof. Oops, must not trigger Tina. No, I feel my improved love life and sense of completeness must be down to my dominant side that has been awoken by this promotion. It sets Robert off. Oh, he's such a growler in bed. The moment I turn the lights off and straddle him, he's moaning. Sorry, Tina. Just talking about Robert, my boyfriend, soon to be fiancé. Sorry.
I'm fine.
Oh, is that a box of Maltesers there, Sara?
Yeah. Would you like one?
Sara, don't you want Angie to fit into her wedding dress?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I won't actually, Sara.
So this is where you've been hiding?
Me? Pourquoi?
Yes, you. You've changed my shift so that Darren's having early starts. Ginger Gary's away on holiday and I'm stuck on late all weekend.
Oh, diddums.
Change it back to how it was. I run my department and the schedule, not you.
I can't possibly add any more on my to-do list, John. I'm sorry, but you're needed at those times.
I don't work those times.
We all have to do things we don't like just to make others happy. Robert and I are going to have a meal with Darren and Maisie this weekend, but it's not where I'd like to go, but where Maisie and Darren can afford. So it'll be at a Weatherspoons or a Five Guys burger joint or somewhere like that, as it's a double date sort of thing. Sorry, Tina. Too much info.
You can't undermine me and change my guys' rotas. I had plans to take Maggie away this weekend.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm the manager and you have to comply with the wants and needs of the department store.
But what about my
We
needs?
all have needs, John. And anyway, there's nothing I can do. The table's booked now, so deal with it. Just remember, happy faces for the warehouse team, as happy faces gets results. Incidentally, John, you got a spare fag?
No.
Would you like to know what your horoscope says today, John?
Does it suggest I throttle someone?
I must avoid arguments today, apparently.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Stay out here and avoid the customers. What does mine say? It's Aries.
Aries. Try not to let your ego get the better of you by being too proud to admit wrongdoings. A simple apology is all it takes to calm a storm. Oh, yeah.
Life lessons for us all, I'd say.
A bloody what? An apology? I'm not apologising for...
Well, I think you should, John. I don't feel it's appropriate to talk to your manager in that tone.
Manager? You couldn't manage a bowl of tossed salad. Just because you've got this promotion, Angie, doesn't give you the right to mess with people's life to suit your own. I doubt Daz and Maz want to hang around you and your other half anyway. You're hardly light entertainment. In fact, I know they absolutely can't stand you, and I'm surprised Robert's not giving you the elbow by now with the way you carry on. So shove that on your to-do list and deal with it.
I'm not staying out here to be insulted.
Good. Go in there and get insulted.
Sara, I'm trying to see the bigger picture here, and I doubt it'll be a peaceful day.
I am a good manager. I know I am.
Assistant, general manager, Ange. Assistant.
Hello. Oh, let me up my fags. It's been quite a day.
Hi, Sylv.
Hasn't it just? I'll take you up on that offer.
What offer?
What's this? Sylvia with no Sandra? It's like Orville the Duck without Keith Harris. What have you done with her?
Who?
Sandra.
Oh, I'm not talking to that ignoramus today. We've had a falling out.
Come on, old girl. What's it all about?
Yes. Let us know what your problem is over a quick cigarette each.
It's about her being an overly sexualised, loose woman.
She's never been loose with me. Not that I imagine she's tight at that age.
Oh, here she is following me. Look.
She smokes too, Sylv.
Of course she does. She copies everything I do. She only took up smoking because I offered her a cigarette 10 years ago. And now look at her. The lanky, silver-haired fag end that she is.
Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
All right, Sam.
Hello, Sandra.
Hiya.
Are you all right, Sandra?
Yes, thank you.
Shall I move so you can sit next to Sylvia?
I'm all right. I'll stand.
Oh, good. Sit next to me, Sandra. Then we can both have one of your fags.
Okay.
Sylv says you've both had a falling out.
Oh, I might have known she'd have been out here bitching about me.
I was not bitching.
I thought she left that counter in a hurry, coming out here and getting everyone on her side.
Oh yes, because everyone we know is out here, aren't they?
I think it's childish.
I knew this would happen.
What's all this about?
I've no idea.
You can tell her that she knows what she's done. She can bloody well apologise.
Let me have another one of those Maltesers, Sara. This is going to be a long-ass day.
You can't. I've eaten them all.
Oh, this is going to be a long-ass day.
I'll tell you who's a long ass. That one over there.
Ooh,
What's she done?
She knows what she's done.
you can tell her that if she thinks I know what it is, well, then she clearly isn't a true friend, as I know nothing.
Well, we all know that she knows nothing. That is fairly obvious. Tell her that if she thinks that she is a true friend, then she wouldn't have done what she did at that counter.
Counter? Tell her...
Look! Why don't you both tell each other and leave us out of this?
I don't know what that ignoramus is talking about.
No, she's copying me again.
Just talk about it.
Oh no, I won't say another word.
Can't you patch things up?
Oh, I'm not saying a thing about anything now.
Huh,
What star sign are you, Sylvia?
why?
Don't you want to know what your horoscope says about today?
I think I know what it'll say. It'll tell me that I'm surrounded by a dimwit.
Dimwit?
Now, ladies, I'll manage this. See, John, I can manage. Did you know that I am the new General Area Manager?
Area manager?
Oh, yes, I mean Assistant General Manager. I got the promotion.
We know. We got the bloody cupcakes.
They made me bad for days.
Why don't you use your managerial magic to get them talking?
I don't need to talk to her.
I don't need to talk to her either.
There she goes again. Copying what I say.
Copying what I say?
No, see?
Of course. I like your style, Sara. I see where you're going with this. And indeed, I could be the next Montel Williams, Ricky Lake, or Oprah Winfrey.
Or just plain Jazza.
Oh, I don't think I could possibly reach the despairs of many that ever flaunted their troubled souls on his unfortunate little show. Though, I'd like to think that in another life I would be seen as one of the great orators of the small screen. But in this life, I just don't have this type of ego. Sorry, but I don't. Now, what were we talking about? Oh yes, me.
I quite like Jeremy Kyle. Made me appreciate Alan that little bit more.
Pity you didn't appreciate him enough to keep your hands to yourself, instead of flaunting yourself all over the counter towards Jeff.
I did not flaunt any part of me. Besides, may I remind her that even if I did, they've been divorced and separated for years.
So Jeff was in the store today?
He'd popped in to get his mother a selection of assorted chocolates. But Barry kept on trying to sell his fountain pens with a 10-year ink supply and 5-year nib warranty.
They're good pens, though.
The good chocolates too.
That might have been my doing, Sylvia. I did have a few words this morning about his underperforming sales for the stationery department.
Oh, so you're getting other people's backs up as well, it seems.
What would an elderly woman with onset Parkinson's in a nursing home that's been close to palliative care 4 times now want with a bloody fountain pen with a 5-year nib warranty? And who decided to step in and help?
I was trying to be a good friend.
Sandra jumped at the chance. I was busy in the gift section tidying up the magnets so they didn't construct rude words.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we got bored.
So, Jeff's got his chocolates for his mother, Barry's still struggling with his sales for the month, and the magnets aren't displaying offensive words. What's the problem?
We do a gift wrapping service, Angie. For an additional cost, any gifts purchased can be done up properly. with nice wrapping, bows, ribbons, whatever you want.
Which is what I asked Jeff, and he decided he would like the chocolates gift wrapped. He'd also purchased some flowers from another shop.
Which she took off him and admired instantly.
I was already in the process of wrapping the chocolates when he asked if he'd like his flowers wrapped too. I thought it would be a nice gesture.
You'd never seen such a state. She went in, hacking at the stems, like she was hacking down bindweed. Half the flower had snapped off in the process, and the stems were then too short, so when placed in a vase, they looked like they'd been hanged.
How about we discuss this in my new office? It'll do you both good to see where I work.
How on earth is that going to help them resolve their dispute?
Team building. They could choose from a carefully selected palette colour of how I want my office to look when I redecorate.
And she got carried away and sellotaped all over top. You couldn't see the flowers.
Hey.
My poor old mother-in-law's got bad eyes as it is. She wouldn't know if she was being handed a nice bouquet of flowers or a badly knitted jumper.
Oh, yes, please, Sylvia. Thank you. I'd love one.
Oh, here. Have that.
I did not get carried away. I asked him how we wanted them to be presented, and he said as a surprise.
Would you want flowers as a surprise, Tina?
Hell no. Give me chocolates any day.
Not even from Darren?
Shut up.
Yes, Sara, don't trigger Tina.
I'm not triggered.
So, you're not speaking just because of the way the flowers were wrapped?
I'll handle this, John, if you don't mind. So you're not speaking just because of the way the flowers were wrapped?
Sandra suggested to him that those flowers were far too pretty to go neglected. So she suggested that she should have them. Then she said she didn't see the point in my mother-in-law having those chocolates, as she'll die soon anyway.
Oh my God!
Bloody hell.
Wow.
I can't see Sandra saying that.
No, can't you?
Are you sure she said that?
I did not.
You then went on to ask him if he wanted to join you in my caravan for a bit of sex.
What?
Sandra!
Caravan of love, eh, Sandra?
Hey!
I can't imagine Jeff going there.
Oi!
Sandra, the slut.
Hey, who told you all this rubbish? 'Cause you weren't at the counter.
Jeff told me all about it on the way out, as I had to open up the top of the flowers for him.
None of it is true. I knew something got said between you both, but you wouldn't let me have my say.
You've always had your eye on Jeff, ever since I've known you. At dinner parties, you'd be off with Jeff, and I'd be stuck with Alan, bored.
I am not. Oh, this is what gets to me. You know I'm your friend.
Some friend.
She's smoking outside, isn't she? That useless sister of mine. Out here having a smoke.
Yes, she's here. Warts and all.
Angie, it's Pammy. We're having words.
Hi, Pam. Lovely day, isn't it? How can I help my beautiful sister? Oh, I must say, you have a gorgeous tan and a glow about you. You seem positively vibrant today. You look definitely fit and healthy.
Washing me with wishy-washy pleasantries won't wash with me, Angie. I've come back from off a very expensive luxury cruise around the Greek Isles. And I've had to deal with a lot of tripe. And so, talking tripe with you is definitely off the cards. I want direct talk, a reasonable explanation, and I want an apology.
Of course, Pammy, anything for you. Now, who would you like to have this direct talk with? Perhaps you could have it in my new office once I've redecorated it with the help of Sandra and Sylvia here.
What, eh? Pauline tells me that once you heard that I had sent in my application form in for the position of Assistant General Manager, that you raced towards Mr. Ratcliffe's office with a brand spanking new resume. Is that the case, or is that not the case?
Oh, well, I mean, I can't remember.
You knew I had been interested in that position. How many times have I had you over to my house, sobbing about your many failed attempts at a career and a love life? And this is how you repay me? Me, your sister?
Right, look, perhaps we should talk about this in my office.
Why? Can't you manage this, Angie?
You should have seen her before she worked here. A shy, timid girl in pigtails with no confidence and nowhere to live since her previous lover threw her out as he began idolising bachelorhood for life. Then have to put up with her, a greyhound and a pot of palms and an 8-foot yucca.
That is so not true. He brought that yucca.
I gave her a job, folks. Folks, I I gave her a job. I took her in. Can you believe that my own flesh and blood would betray me like this?
To be quite honest with you, Pamela, yes.
A little.
I repaid you with kindness. Isn't that enough?
Repaid with kindness? You hate responsibility. Everyone was right about you. I couldn't see it, but I see it now. You, Angela, are a self-absorbed, self-serving, self-infatuated mongoloid.
I'd always wanted to be a manager, Pamela. That is so not fair. I love my job.
That job was mine, and for that, I'll never forgive you. You befouled, bushwhipped, Moussaka-looking airhead.
Pamela, what star sign are you?
You and them star signs.
Aries.
Would you like to hear your horoscope?
Not particularly. I've had a piccalilli sandwich which has given me heartburn, so I'm not in the mood. However, whilst we're at it, read your own horoscope and see if it mentions consistent lateness resulting in a disciplinary. Tina, any more unauthorised fag breaks and you'll be getting disciplined.
I've literally... No. Quite right. I'll just finish this and I'll be in ASAP.
Same goes for you, Angela.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm your manager.
Oh, just get your T-zone exfoliated. And while we're at it, reacquaint yourself with a pair of tweezers as you're offending the customers. Walking around the shop floor looking like Cousin It's stunt double. You've got 5 minutes until I see you back behind those counters.
Well, so much for being a relaxing break.
I said it was in your stars.
Oh, shut up, Sara. Isn't it time you all went back to work? It's not as though I need a sister anyway. I've got Robert now, and we're getting married.
Talking of the gorgeous hunk, here he comes now.
Oh, we better not be bringing any more cupcakes.
And another thing, babes. I'm absolutely fed up to the back teeth of all your things around my home.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
My beautiful house which has now been trashed in a matter of weeks. Not by your dog, as one would assume, but by you.
Robert.
I'm sorry, babes, but I'm cleaning out your belongings. 12 Barack Obama bobbleheads and an emoji plush poo from the bathroom, I believe. I'm sure there'd have been more useful items had the depth of your sophistication surpassed the wolf blast.
Why are you doing this, Bobsicle?
I've absolutely reached my limit with our forced connubial lifestyle, which you bestowed upon me at short notice.
I said my place was infested.
And who infested it, babes?
Oh, he's always doing this to me randomly in public. We love a fake argument, don't we, my little lover plums?
When I agreed for you to stay the night, I hadn't anticipated such biblical conditions of 40 days and 40 nights that I'd have to endure. It was bad enough having a week in Portugal.
Ooh.
And I have to ask myself, did I ask for this intrusion into my life? No, I replied.
OK, things are getting real.
Then I asked myself, did we ever converse about the prospect of moving in for longer periods of time?
It seemed like a natural progression to me.
No, we didn't. Now suddenly one romantic holiday together and my bedside cabinet's around with your uplift bras and an unusually large back massager.
Oh. It eases my sciatica.
Then you need to see a doctor as you're easing it all through the night and I cannot sleep.
Ooh, ah.
Incidentally, is that a cigarette in your mouth?
What? This?
Yes.
No.
Are you a smoker?
No. This is Sandra's.
Eh?
I'm just keeping it going, aren't I, San? Keeping it going until she finishes her current one.
Angela, do you smoke?
Oh, all right then. Yes, I smoke. I smoke due to the stresses of my life. I smoke to calm me down and stop the overthinking of every little thing in life. God, do I smoke. Yes, I bloody well do. But I only do it socially and when you are not looking.
You mean each time you're at my house?
I smoked in the bathroom. I smoked in the kitchen.
I don't believe you.
I even did it in the apartment in Portugal.
I just cannot. I feel sick. I need to go. I need to go and sanitise my kitchen and bathroom.
And the bedroom.
Bitch.
Ooh.
First of all, doesn't he look sexy when he's angry?
Oh, yeah.
Secondly, I guess now he's single. I could tap that. And thirdly, and more importantly, what on earth was all that about?
Have I just been dumped?
I'm afraid so.
Honestly, he'll never know a love like mine again. What am I meant to do now? Where am I meant to go?
Back to work?
No, I mean, I rented my flat out to someone else. I have nowhere to live.
Aw, bless.
Pity. You could have gone to Pamela's, but it doesn't look as though your sister's anymore.
We can't be over. We've got a double date at the weekend.
Not anymore.
What am I going to do now?
Not everyone has the ability to truly keep a man. You're best off single, Angie, if you can't keep them.
Shut up, whore.
Whore? She can't even manage her own feelings. Right, if Darren's not going on this double date, he might be able to cover me so I can take Maggie away.
Oh, how lovely.
You can be quite the romantic at times, John.
Yes, well, we had a bit of a bust-up at the weekend over her overcooked spaghetti. It turns out it was a ready meal I chose, so it wasn't her shoddy cooking skills at all. And to think, I didn't need to apologise today at all. See you later.
Oh dear.
Do you hate Sam, Sil?
No, of course I don't.
What really happened, Sam?
I said to Jeff that those flowers he bought were pretty. I said, don't be like me, don't neglect them, because if I had them, they'd be dead soon.
Right.
I then asked if she were diabetic, because we do a selection of those sort of chocolates. But then I said, if it were me at that age, I wouldn't see the point in it. I'd just have the regular chocolates.
But what about propositioning him for a bit of sex in my caravan?
I've no idea what were running through Jeff's mind, but I suggested going for a drink at yours, because you keep all your gin and tonics in your caravan, and said if he was interested, he could join us for a bit at 6.
Oh, a bit at 6.
Yes, join us for a bit at 6.
Right.
Right. So what's your problem?
Sylvia, does Jeff struggle with his hearing?
Not always. Well, at times. A little. Oh, a bloody lot, actually.
Do we think, perhaps, Jeff misheard what Sandra was saying all along?
I'll kill him.
See, Tina? You saw the bigger picture and didn't get drawn into any arguments or fights. Darren will be pleased.
Sara,
What?
I'm not a violent person, but if you don't get your ass back behind that counter in 5 seconds, I'm going to have to give you a big fat slap.
In this episode, you heard Jem Blake as Sara, Veronica Jones as Tina, Alex Wrampling as Angie, Mik Horvath as John, Yvonne Taylor as Sylvia, Jayne Brookes-Clayton as Sandra, Andrew Barlow as Robert, and Patricia Church as Little Pam. This has been a Marde Hen Production.